Hi everyone, welcome back to Caprine Cottage. My name is Anne and today I'm joining you from my studio in the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York. Hello everyone, welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you for joining me. So I'm going to be pretty quick here. This week's video was meant to be a podcast episode of things I finished, things I'm working on. But I'm actually feeling a bit under the weather. Yeah, actually, I'm just a little sick right now. And so I just need to quickly update you on some things about the knit along. And I would normally probably have just pushed this video to next week, but things are time sensitive. So I just wanted to answer a few questions here and give you a few details. And then we'll catch up next week with a podcast episode. Of course, Nif also wanted to say hello. I hope that's okay with you. I've spruced myself up, so hopefully I don't look unwell or sound unwell. The first thing I want to just address and talk about is maybe some more details about the knit along. I feel like maybe I wasn't very clear and I just want to make sure to clarify a few things. I've had a few questions or like a few people asking the same question, which is, if I do not have Instagram, can I still participate in the knit along? And the answer is 100% yes. Instagram has nothing to do with the knit along. It's just a place where you can share photos, but that is not where the majority of the cal will be happening. I would say most of it will be happening here on YouTube, and then submission at the end for prizes will be done through email. So you don't even need to necessarily have a YouTube account to participate. I think that it's going to be better that way to do submissions through emails. I think it's more private and there's less chance of like bots and any of that other kind of like messy stuff that can go on with giveaways. Like I've done a giveaway on here before and it was totally fine, but I know that Instagram is more prone to having that sort of thing. And I think just direct communication between us will be, it'll help to make that a little bit less problematic. So yes, pretty much anyone can participate. You just need to have an email. Yeah, on that same note, I think I talked about this before, but I'm just asking that your project be 80% finished by the 15th of January. And like I said, I'll come up with a whole submission form. It'll have like your name, what yarn you used, photographs of your project, that sort of thing, so I can see what you did. And then I'm probably just going to do an actual physical drawing where I put names into a bag and pull them out. I assume there's not going to be that many. If for some reason I end up with thousands of submissions or something like that, we'll move from there, but I really don't think that's going to happen. I guess the next sort of like, what do you want to call it? Housekeeping kind of thing is about the live stream. So our cal starts in 1 week and 1 day from when you're seeing this. So that would be the 15th of November. That's a Saturday. And so on that day, I will be hosting. I mean, of course, if I'm somehow sicker than I am now, that won't be happening. But I have all the intents to have a live stream on that Saturday. And sometime next week, I will make sure to put up a poll of preferred times for that, and you guys can vote. I know that whatever time I choose, people will be disappointed because we all live in different time zones on the earth, but I will try to like choose the one or like in between. Last time that I did a live stream, I chose in between the two that were the most popular. So we'll just go from there. But so keep an eye out for that poll. And make sure you vote if you want to attend the live stream. That will be on Saturday. And like I said, on Friday the 14th, a podcast episode will be up as well. So you guys can see what other things I've been working on. As I look over here, I'm just looking at my list and trying to go not super fast, but like I'm tired and hot and I'm just trying to move through this. And I have my little heater with me. Yes. He's purring so loud. I wonder if you could, like, the camera can hear it. I think that's all for, like, kind of just housekeeping, knit along things. I just wanted to make sure to address the thing about Instagram the most because I know that not everybody has social media or wants it, and I totally respect that. And so I'm trying to do this in a way that everybody can participate. And I would assume that pretty much everybody who has found me on here has an email address. So there's that. And then I thought the only other thing I would talk about is show my swatch and talk a little bit about that. So I have completed one swatch here. Just a simple little garter stitch swatch. And I am using Brusca by Retrosaria Rose Palmar. Oops, my face is making it not focus. There we go. And the color I have is C580, 580. And yes, I will just put a little plug here and I'll make sure that all the links are linked below. But if you are interested, there's still time, of course, for you to get your supplies if you have not yet. But I purchased my yarn with my own money from the Woolly Thistle, and they have both Brusca, of course, in many colors, and they also have put together kits for the Pelica in Brusca. And so if you'd like, I'll put affiliate links down there and you can click on that link to make your purchases, and I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. It just helps me out. And if you would like to shop somewhere else, of course, you're more than welcome to. That's what my swatch looks like. I'll start off with the things I like, I guess. I really like the fabric, like I like the hand of it. I'm really enjoying this yarn. It's very dry, I would say, and it's like fluffy. It has a lot of air in it. And it does change, the hand changes after you wash it. It definitely becomes softer and kind of fuzzier. And so it says that your project should be slightly felted. So I did try to kind of felt my swatch a little bit as I was blocking. I still feel like my my gauge is like a little off. It's supposed to be about 4.5 stitches per inch, and mine is more like 5.5. So I still have a week to decide, but I'm trying to decide if I should do another swatch with a needle size down, because I'm sure you can't see, maybe you can, I don't know, but a lot of light shines through. And so I feel like it could be a little bit denser and it would be totally fine. And so I knit this on a size US 7, which I'm pretty sure is the suggested. US size 7 is the suggested needle. I might go down to a 6 and see how I feel about that. If I like it better, if it's, you know, more to my liking. But I am really enjoying using the Brusca yarn. The one thing I will say, and I don't know if it's just this color, I've never used this yarn before, but it has a lot of VM in it, like a lot. And it takes me, like it has to be extreme for me to even mention it, because I'm used to hand spun, I'm used to working with dirty fleeces, and there's always a ton of VM in my own hand spun yarn, especially as I'm processing, but I do feel like there is a lot of VM in this. And like I said, I don't know if it's just the batch, if that's how the yarn is. I actually kind of, I'm not gonna say I enjoy it, but I do find it to be a fun, interesting characteristic of yarn. It makes me feel more connected to the animals and the place that the yarn comes from. But it's just something to keep in mind if that's something that might bother you. It's definitely a more rustic-y feeling yarn. It definitely has hand spun vibes. Like I would say it's pretty consistent, but there is a thick and thinness to it. There's some neps kind of stuff going on. But yeah. I also realized, I didn't bring anything, but I'm realizing how much I love this kind of color. This reminds me a lot of Jamieson's of Shetland Old Gold. It also really reminds me, I've just started a pair of socks in Rambler from the Woolly Thistle, and it reminds me a lot of their Golden Fern, which I also have. So yeah, I really enjoy this color. And again, it is C580. Yes. So that's sort of where I'm at swatching. I don't know, I'm a little nervous because the other thing is I've chosen to make, I have to get the pattern around again because I don't remember any of these things, but I have chosen to make size 4, which correlates properly to my bust size, which would give me 3 inches of positive ease. And I think suggests 2 to 4 inches of positive ease. But because my gauge is a little big, it could be more than that. And so I feel like my choices are either to stay with this needle size and go down a size, which makes me nervous, or try with a smaller needle size and see what that does. And so I think that's going to be my first path of choices, I guess. Because something else that they write here, it says, for a perfect fit, consider using shoulder to shoulder measurement as a reference as well as chest circumference. And I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to measure my shoulders and see how that fits. For me, bust measurement is often the most important measurement because my bust is so, trying to be diplomatic here, but it's just because my bust to every other measurement ratio is so extreme. Like there's a huge difference between my bust and my waist, or my bust and my upper bust, like up here. A lot of times I have to go by a bust measurement to make sure that it will fit me at that point on my body. Yeah, so lots of things to think about. I would love to hear about how your swatching process is going in the comments. I've seen some of you are going to be doing this project in hand spun, which I'm so excited to see. I'm so excited to see all of the versions that you come up with, and I'm so grateful for all of you that are joining, for all of you that have shared my graphic, my knit along graphic on Instagram. I've received so much more than I expected, which is a little, I've been saying to people, I'm nervous, excited. Like I'm a little nervous, but I'm also really excited. It's a lot more fun, obviously, to do a group activity with an actual group. So thank you for making sure I'm not on my own doing this. And I'm hoping that's all there is. I feel so kind of like dreamy and not focused, and I feel like I could easily be forgetting more important details. So yeah, I guess I'll just say this is probably going to be very minimally edited, so bear with me. And I'm not going to do much of a description like I normally do very detailed description. I don't have it in me. So if you have more questions, like if I have not addressed something important, please feel free to comment and let me know. Yeah, let me know how your swatching is going. And I'm hoping that's all I have to say for this week. It's going to be very short and sweet. If you are looking to find me elsewhere, I am on Instagram, I am on Ravelry, Goodreads, lots of other places to find me. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. That helps me out. If you're new here and you seem to like my content and it's mostly knitting or like cozy homesteady content, consider subscribing. I try to put out a video every week. At least going forward, I'm really putting, not pressure on myself, but I'm trying to put out a video every week. And yeah, I hope that we'll talk soon. Bye bye.